Arkansas coach Bret Bielema will spot a familiar face in pregame warmups when the Hogs play LSU on Saturday morning in Tiger Stadium. LSU first-year offensive coordinator Matt Canada served in a similar position under then-Wisconsin coach Bielema in 2012. It was Bielema's final year with the Badgers before taking the Arkansas job. Bielema had hired Canada from Northern Illinois to replace Paul Chryst as offensive coordinator. The 2012 Badgers ranked 13th nationally in rushing, 236.4 yards per game, and won the Big Ten, ending an 8-6 season with a Rose Bowl loss to Stanford. Wisconsin was 4-4 in league play, but advanced to the title game as the leader's division representative because Ohio State and Penn State were serving NCAA sanctions. In the Big Ten championship game, Wisconsin pummeled Legends division champ Nebraska, 70-31. Canada's offense went for 640 yards, including 539 rushing yards featuring two 200-yard rushers for the first time in school history. Wisconsin's offensive explosion, according to a late December 2012 story in the Wisconsin State Journal just prior to the Badgers' Rose Bowl appearance, cited numerous sources saying Canada met with Bielema the week of the Big Ten title game. In the meeting, Canada told Bielema he needed to run the offense the way he saw fit, which is what is seen now at LSU, various formations and motions and a heavy dose of jet sweeps to stretch defenses sideline to sideline. The story said Bielema didn't like the jet sweeps. He thought the offense, which lost 7 starters from a 2011 unit that averaged 44 points, was still good enough to stick with a power running game. When Bielema finally relented before the Big Ten title game, Canada put together a game plan that saw Wisconsin average 10.7 yards per snap against the Cornhuskers, who entered the game 10-2 and ranked 12th in the BCS poll. At one point, Wisconsin scored 35 unanswered points. 3 days after the win, Arkansas hired Bielema. Canada decided to go to North Carolina State and work under Dave Doering for the second time in his career. There were some things panning out here, people I was talking to, Bielema said of why he didn't hire Canada at Arkansas. Obviously, I ended up hiring Jim Chaney, but there were a lot of people that I was talking to before that. There were some things I was trying to wait on through the NFL, different people who were free to play or free to come at that time or who weren't. So I know Canada, had to go with the opportunity he had at the time. I don't know how it all played out, but I knew where I was going before that was kind of official. Bielema said he and Canada had a positive relationship all the way through. I have tremendous respect for Matt, Bielema said. He runs a lot of multiple looks, a lot of multiple personnel groupings. He tries to keep it very simple. If you look at it on film, to the outside world there seems to be a lot going on. But the way he calls it, and the way he says it is very simplistic. He gets a lot of players involved, and he plays to his players' strengths. He has a game plan for every game, and it pops up very quickly. LSU does not allow its coordinators to talk to media, so Canada wasn't available to discuss his season in Wisconsin. In that late December 2012 story, he said he appreciated Bielema hiring me to come work at Wisconsin. Arkansas defensive coordinator Paul Rhodes, who was Iowa State's head coach for 7 years through 2015, hadn't seen much of Canada's offense until he started looking at film preparing for Saturday's game. Rhodes called Canada's offense a very interesting concept. They try to unsettle you, Rhodes said. They try to get your eyes where they're not supposed to be, try to get you out of alignment, try to get you out of leverage, and then take advantage of it from there. They challenge you. They challenge you in your preparation, and based on what I've seen, Canada, does a very good job. Rhodes said he doesn't doubt LSU will throw downfield just as much against Arkansas as it in last Saturday's 24-10 loss at Alabama. Alabama took away a good bit of the run portion of it and forced them into some of those throws, Rhodes said. When they went to those throws, they had success. You're talking about 6'6" and 6'6" and 6'4". I mean, these are big, good-looking receivers that can get it and can make plays. Obviously, we're going to be challenged as a secondary after some of the throws we've given up in the past two ball games. Rhodes has much respect for LSU running backs Darius Geis and Darrell Williams. They may be as good of a 1-2 punch as the Alabama backs or the Auburn backs, Rhodes said. To me, Geis is a complete back. He catches the ball well. He runs it. He runs it with power. He runs it with speed. He has the ability to make you miss. He's a complete back. When I say he runs with power, he is stout. He's not going to be a guy that you're going to one-man tackle very well and take him backwards. He's a really stout player.